everyone, it's Samantha, and today I'm going to make beef jerky. So this is kind of a multi-day process, so this video will be clipped together. We do have a dehydrator, so we use that for making beef jerky. I'm going to walk you through the ingredients, and then I'll show you my marinade when it's done, and I'll show you the meat when it's chopped up. So what I do is I just get a roast, whatever roast looks good. This is a bottom round roast. You can get whatever roasts are on sale. I just like to get one that doesn't have much fat in it. I end up trimming off the fat. So this one was a really nice one. It just is mostly meat. And you can have the butchers cut these, but our butcher had actually left for the day. So I'm gonna end up cutting this myself. And here are the marinade ingredients. You're gonna need a half of a cup of soy sauce, red pepper flakes to taste. If you like it really spicy, add more. And if you don't like it spicy at all, you can totally leave these out. I use probably a teaspoon of these. And then cracked black pepper. You're gonna want about a quarter of a teaspoon of this. I like ours to be really peppery, so I put extra pepper in ours. You're gonna need a half of a teaspoon of salt, a quarter cup of liquid smoke, and we like the mesquite style. There's also a hickory that you could try. It's really up to personal choice. We just really like the mesquite. And then you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar. You're also going to need about a cup of water. So you just mix all the ingredients together with the water, and I like to make sure I stir it up to get the sugar incorporated in. And then I just put my meat into marinade. So I'll show you that. All right, so here's what the marinade looks like. Just stirred it up, and then here's what the meat looks like after I cut it. I try to cut it a little bit thicker than maybe a quarter of an inch. This one's actually really thick. Now this is what it looks like when it's cut against the grain. The way it soaks up the marinade really nicely. Here's like a nicer cut one. It's a little bit thicker than a quarter of an inch. I try to cut them all about that thick, and if you get it cut by the butcher, you can just ask for jerky cut or just say quarter of an inch against the grain, and they'll know what you're talking about. Generally speaking, they know what you mean with jerky cut, so they can just cut that for you. I've cut it myself plenty of times, and I just cut them a little bit thicker because we like a little bit thicker beef jerky. I also cut them down into like smaller pieces here than the big huge chunk of meat. I just cut them down into smaller sections and then cut off all the big fat layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick all this in the marinade, stir it up really nicely to make sure the marinade gets between all of the meat. Then I'm just going to let it marinate in the fridge for about 12 to 24 hours. If you like it really nice and flavorful, I really recommend 24 hours. Here's our dehydrator. It's a Nesco professional food and jerky dehydrator. It's got lots of temperature settings. I always do jerky on the 160 degrees Fahrenheit. It's got multiple levels and they look like this. You just put as many in as you need and you can open it up, and there's our jerky. I'm just gonna turn this thing on and let it run until the beef jerky's done, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what the beef jerky looks like when it's done. It is hard, just like regular old beef jerky. You can see that. These ones didn't take all that long because we only have 3 layers stacked up here on the thing. If you have all the layers stacked up, it does take longer. You can see the thickness. We really like the thicker pieces like that. So it's actually really funny. Beef jerky is one of my husband's absolute favorite things, but he only likes the homemade kind. When we first moved in together, we were in college, and I told him I was buying a dehydrator, and it was like $40, and we were tight on money. You know, we're in college, poor college kids, and he was so mad that I was going to spend this $40 to make beef jerky when he said he couldn't stand beef jerky. He's never liked beef jerky because the only beef jerky he's ever had is out of like one of those pouches, you know, the store-bought kind. So I made this beef jerky for him. So I made this beef jerky one weekend. As soon as the dehydrator came, he ate the entire batch of beef jerky. I got like 2 pieces of it, and he just ate it all in a weekend, and now it's like a running joke. So he does absolutely love beef jerky now, but only the homemade kind. So it's a running joke that he only married me for my beef jerky, because at that time we were just engaged. So it's just something we joke about. I make beef jerky a couple of times a year. It's not something I make all the time. I'm 38 weeks pregnant as of filming this, and I haven't made it my whole pregnancy because red meat has been a pregnancy aversion of mine until just a couple weeks ago. So I thought I'd make this for him for the Super Bowl. I'll have a few pieces, but he will pig out on this stuff. He absolutely loves it, and it's been a really long time since I made it. I think I might have made it at the beginning of the year, and that was it. So he hasn't had this in a long time. He's going to be just pigging out on this. And like I said, it converted him to liking beef jerky when he never liked beef jerky. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'd been wanting to make this video for a long time, but being pregnant and not being able to stand the meat, I was not able to do it until now. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like recipe videos, and be sure to subscribe so you can follow me along. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye!